Hello and welcome to I Explores. Okay, so today we're going to look at some more streets of Grimsby and some of the features and some of the buildings down them and a bit of the history. So let's carry on. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so I'm currently on Victor Street and we're walking up to what was called the Lumpers Club. Basically, it's the lads that landed the fish off the boat, so they used to call them the Lumpers. And this opened in 1949. It's the building right in front of me there as a Lumpers Club. Obviously, the building's been there since 1888, yeah. Says so there. So yeah, that's when it opened as a Lumpers Club, but that building's been there a lot longer than that. As you can see by the time on Oxford Street, and across the road, that building there was pawnbrokers. And apparently the people on Oak Street used to bring the stuff there, obviously to get money, because obviously around there back then, it wasn't that wealthy then, apparently. So yeah, that's where they used to come to pawn the stuff. A bit like cash converters and that today, really, like we all do. You know, you're a bit short, you stick your watch in or something and try and get it back later. And also, it's the side of the Lumpers Club there, which that building was built in 1888. So let's carry on and walk up to Oak Street. Okay, so there's Oak Street. Now, where that black fence is there was a French fruit shop. Yeah, fruit and veg. Well, probably a fruit shop, as it says on this piece of paper I've got. It's actually situated on this corner just there. But there's been many businesses down Oak Street, which I'll tell you about shortly. Okay, so we're now looking across the road where there used to be a bread and cake shop. Parker's Cake Shop it's called. It used to be further down from there, but then they moved up here in the mid-60s onto this corner just here. So that's where that was. There's also another one called Fluffy Boots, and that was also on the corner of Oxford Street in 1967 it was there apparently. Yeah, so there's quite a few things going on down here in the past. So let's carry on. Now this building here is the clinic, which I'll tell you about shortly. Okay, so this is the Oak Street Clinic I was saying, and it's been there since 1831, and it took people, there was a cholera outbreak in Grimsby. I think it was 7,000 people or something lost their lives during it, obviously to do with the water systems. It must have been really bad back then, but yeah, that is definitely a clinic. So let's move on, and now we'll take you to the well, obviously he's not there now, the East Marsh drain. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so where I'm standing now, roughly, is where this East Marsh drain came. If I turn the camera around, yes, it followed alongside Oak Street and went through there where the Mariners did. So it came from behind me, around this way and straight down there. So that's where it went. So we're going to go to a street called Bridge Street, which is where the Albion pub is, which I've done on a previous video. And I'll take you down there. And I'll give you some idea which way it ran and where it came. This channel, this water channel, followed alongside Oak Street as well. So obviously I've seen a picture of this and it looked like houses on, how would you call it, stilts or something? Yeah, stilts, yeah. Looked like a real shanty town, old, really old. But yeah, looked really good and all. I mean, obviously not now, but yeah, this drain looked quite deep as well. But we're going to go down to Bridge Street and have a look. So let's go. Okay, so we're now walking down Strand Street. Now this is school here, Strand Street School. And I'll turn the camera around, and up there on that roof is an actual playground. Now I have seen it when the flats was there. Well, the Freeman Street flats is now know what they got demolished. And they were built in 1963 and recently demolished from about 2016 onwards, I think it was, so they got rid of it all. It was a few years, but yeah, that has got a playground on the roof. I don't know if I still use it today, health and safety, I don't know, but as you can see there, brilliant. So let's carry on. We're just around this corner. Some old cobbles down there, look. Always nice to see them in situ. Wonder where that went one time. So let's carry on. Now coming up to Bridge Street. Now the picture I've seen was taken round about here. Obviously the drain ran from over the road through this way. Went straight down there towards the church, not that church. That church, the one, not the school, the other one, that church there, with this long spire on the top. That's where it ran, and this was a bridge just here. So if you walked up here, according to the picture, this is a bridge, and you look down there, you're looking straight at the drain, at the East Marsh drain. So there you go. Okay, so I'm now walking down Albion Street, and we're coming up to a site where there was a sawmill. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. It's on the corner of Albion Street and Wellington Street, this sawmill, but obviously not there. So I turn around See where the houses are there? You can see the church in the background. Now this opened in 1891 and it closed in 1977, obviously been demolished, and there's houses on there now. Yeah, Cooper Snowden Sawmill it's called. Imagine that. Now I've got a picture of it in my hand, which I can't really show, obviously, the usual copyright thing, but as I'm looking at it, it's absolutely massive. They did joinery and moulding manufacturers, that's what they did. So obviously wood and mouldings for various things, but yeah, it was there on that corner. So let's go and have a look a bit further. Okay, so I'm now walking out of Robinson Street East and we're going to head to where the Tickler's jam factory was. Okay, so now I'm Bowling Green Lane. I know I've done this bit before to show you this lovely pavement down here originally. So this may be where you walked up to work to go to the actual factory itself where I'm walking. So the factory was owned by Tom George Tickler, and he lived from 1852 to 1938, and his factory operated from 1878 till the late 50s, so he'd been there quite a long time. Carry on round here, and as you can see, everything's shut today with it being Easter, but where B&Q is up there, this whole area was industry. Obviously the Tickler's jam factory, which is no longer there. As you can see, there's not open to this with it being Easter. There's nothing there, but there's a massive site. It was all around this area, all round here, absolutely big. Obviously now it's a retail park, as you can see, but massive area. So let's carry on. Okay, so I'm now on Victoria Street South. Now, if some of you are probably my age will remember that over the road there, where that car park is, there was a bike shop called Freddie Frith's. Yeah, that's going back a while, isn't it? Now, it's said that some of the rocks there, or the stones, came from the Abbey, which is not far from where I'm stood now. There's Dial Square over that way, which I've covered on a video in the past. But yeah, it's said to have come from there. Now, obviously, they're not there anymore. Where they went is something else. You know what this council's like? Put a car park on it. Yeah, like they always do. But anyway, let's get across this road quick. I don't know. Well, but yeah, this is where Freddie Frith's was roughly here. Obviously not anymore. It's just like I said, it's obviously private land. I'm not going to go down there. So let's carry on, eh? Okay, so I've now come up to the River Ed, which is not a bad and a nice day, this. Now, obviously, if I turn the camera around, you can see there it is, River Ed. All this wasn't here back then. I have got pictures of buildings over there, just the barges in the distance. This is all industrial area. Well, even where all that is, all industry round here. And obviously there's the new bridge. Now notice the colours, again, is Ukraine look, the same as the Suggett's Lane Bridge. Near enough, strange how they've done that. I don't know, it's weird how they sort of maybe new, but yeah, there's the new bridge. Obviously in the distance you can see the Ross Tiger and that. The old Heritage Centre will be open today because it's bank holiday, so let's carry on. Okay, so I've now come down to the river. The Avon, or the Freshen, whichever you want to call it, but originally the Avon, right? Okay, so here we go. We're walking down here, it's a nice day. And incidentally, now this, where the shopping centre is now, there was all houses along there. Now there was a bit further towards where I am, towards the edge of this. There was a road, like where there is now basically. The road is in the same position as where, you know, where the houses were. And also around this part there's a medieval dock been found, which I've done in another video, and also the original stone bridge, which is further up here, which I've also done on another video. So they've recently redone this one here, established in 1899. So let's go and have a look up there. Now there's cobbles down here. Now I'm not sure if this is the original surface, because over here there's been lots and lots of work over the years. It's possible that this could be original. But you can see there the date. And this bridge has been just recently been done. So I'm going under it. Yeah, right underneath. Yeah, as you can see. Let's come out. But yeah, over there they've recently knocked that down. It's all part of a lot of industry round here, which I will cover soon in another video. But yeah, there you have it. So let's go a bit further. As you can see from that plaque, in 1340, King Edward III was asked permission to divert the river into its natural course of the West Avon. There you go. Obviously on the Heritage Trail walk. There's quite a few of these around town that you'll see, but yeah, that's part of it. That's how this river got here. So let's go. Okay, so we'll come up to the site where the Grimsby Hospital was. Now, just before we go up there, and I'll talk about that, this bridge, we used to stand on there and you used to be able to see it. It's in that direction where all them houses are over there. So let's go walking for a bit. There we go. So, contradictions in dates here I've got on this piece of information. The hospital did 100 years of service. It says from 1866 to 1966. Now, I happened to be in there a few times with broken arms and legs. And it said here it opened on May the 22nd, 1877. So, again, some of these years what they give you are strange. I mean, I don't know why that is. One says it's been there, but it's still, anyway, I definitely went in there with broken arms, legs, and also I was in a coma when I was 2. That's way back. So anyway, let's walk up here. It's nice round here anyway, really nice. Like I said, that big area over there was where it was. So I'm going to go across that bridge you can see in front of us and we'll go and have a further look. Okay, I'm actually walking down the Avon Terrace. Now I'm going to go across this bridge I just mentioned. And if I turn the camera around, there it is. Now, the bridge in front there, that's been there as long as the hospital was. So obviously that's definitely 19th century, 18 something it's probably built. Well, obviously that led to the hospital, obviously over the River Avon, which obviously runs right up there. You've got the boulevard in the distance. And like I say, all this area in front of you, where all these trees and that were, it was the hospital. Like I say, I remember going there myself, so let's go and have a further walk round, see if we can see anything. Okay, so now I've come out of the boulevard, now we're on York Street. Now on this very corner, this here was where the accommodation was. On that field there, and also round here, part of Jackson Street was the accommodation for the nurses and the doctors. Okay, so we'll come to the end of another video, and obviously thank you for watching, thank you for all my subscribers and all of you watching my content, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Bye for now.